Hello friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. Today, this Week 14 matchup comes to you from New Orleans, where the Carolina Panthers visit the New Orleans Saints in a key NFC South matchup for the division lead. Both teams enter at 7-5. The Falcons have now gotten themselves to 7-6. The Buccaneers have struggled. They've lost 4 in a row. They've fallen to 6-7. This whole division is jam-packed. And the winner of this will be in first place in the South entering the final few weeks of the season. Sean Payton coaches the New Orleans Saints. John Fox coaches the Carolina Panthers. We're about ready to go at the Superdome. Get into our proper mode here. And away we go. So the Panthers will receive. Saints kick it off. Opening kickoff taken by Ishmael at the 5. He's out across the 20. He's brought down at the 25-yard line. And that's where Teddy Bridgewater and the Panthers will get to work. The Panthers' defense has been their calling card this season. A whole greater than the sum of its parts situation. But Teddy Bridgewater has done a very capable job at quarterback. His completion percentage is a little bit low, but he is not turning the ball over. He's protected it well. He's kept things moving. That time they move backwards, handoff there. Jonathan Stewart gets the first carry of the game. It's a loss of 3. It'll be 2nd and 13 for Carolina. Man in motion up high. Handoff, it's McCaffrey. McCaffrey picks up a couple. He's brought down at the 24 by Paul. It'll be 3rd and 11. Bridgewater goes into the shotgun here. Stands in, he looks, there's pressure. Bridgewater rolls to the right, he evades the pressure and throws it away. Bridgewater has been sacked a good deal this year, and the Saints have a few capable pass rushers, Pat Swilling most notably. So the Panthers go 3 and out. Punting unit comes on. The Saints will get their first turn. Punt is taken at the 37. Fair catch called by Reggie Bush. And here comes Drew Brees. Brees, one of the top-rated passers in the league. He has had a very strong season. 27 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. He's over the 3,000-yard mark. Despite not really having what's considered an elite group of receivers. Big George Rogers gets the first carry, and Rogers gets a good one. 7 yards there. Rogers has been very strong for New Orleans. 25 for 137 a week ago. They've leaned on him heavily, and Rogers has been able to stay healthy and grind it out. They've had a couple of games where they've leaned off of him a little bit, and that's been able to keep him fresh through the season. He gets another carry here, and George Rogers down inside the 35, down to the Carolina 30. 2 carries, 32 yards for Rogers. And the Saints are in business right off the bat here in New Orleans. So, of course, as we talk about the Panthers' defense having been their calling card to this point in the season, the Saints run it right down their throat. 1st and 10 from the 30. Brees drops back. Looks, he's going for it all. Back of the end zone, throws it out of the back of the end zone. Incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. 3 minutes in. Appreciate you here joining me for the penultimate game of our Week 14 slate. 1 remaining after this. The Broncos and the Chargers. Coming to you from San Diego. Brees fires. It's caught by Abramowitz. He was actually in the end zone, but had to come out of the end zone to grab it. Makes the play. 28-yard strike from Brees to Abramowitz. 1st and goal for the Saints from the Carolina 2. Pitch to the outside. Mark Ingram loses 3. Second and goal coming up. Luke Kuechly on the stop. Kuechly has had a terrific year in the middle for the Panthers defense. Second and goal from the 6. Rodgers the lone setback. 2 tight end set. Brees on the slant. Touchdown, New Orleans. Fires it in to Barry Henderson. Reels in the grab for the score. And the Saints strike first. Touchdown, New Orleans. And they get things going right off the bat here in New Orleans. Rich Zarro comes in for the extra point. The kick is up. And it is good. 6 plays, 63 yards, and 254. New Orleans opens this game about as well as they could have asked. Kickoff taken. Ishmael out across the 20. Near the 25. They'll say he's just shy. They'll spot it at the 24. And Carolina will take over. And off McCaffrey. Into the line. There's not much there. It's 2nd and 10. Back. Look. Pass. Looks for McCaffrey out of the backfield. A little bit underthrown and wide. It'll be 3rd and 10. Bridgewater in the shotgun for John Fox. Takes the snap, looks, throws over the middle, incomplete, and intercepted. Oh, I thought it was deflected and went to the ground, but instead Brett Maxey reels it in. Bridgewater is picked off, and the Saints, after driving for the score on their first drive, now will take over with terrific field position here in Carolina territory for drive number 2. Starting off from the Carolina 44. Shotgun Brees. Dumps it off, complete. Just a pickup of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Childs with the catch. Louvu with the stop. Brees, handoff, Rodgers. Rodgers tries to get to the outside. There's a host of Panthers waiting for him there. Coleman, the first one to get to him. It'll be 3rd and 9. Brees drops back. Stands in. Looks deep. Left-hand side. He's got a man complete down inside the 10, inside the 5. Childs reels it in. He's brought in just shy of the goal line, but the Saints clicking on all cylinders here in quarter number 1. Ended up with Morgan in coverage. Childs got a step on him. Brees did the rest. 1st and goal from the 1 for the Saints. Childs in motion. Brees a little bit surprisingly in the shotgun. Gives it to Rodgers. Rodgers tries to go up the middle, but Coleman brings him down. It'll be 2nd and goal, and Brenston Buckner looks like he got rolled up on there. They help him off the field to the side. They'll check him out. Try to stretch him out a little bit. That might just be a cramp situation. We'll keep an eye on that. Rodgers the lone setback here on 2nd and goal. Brees drops, looks. It's Childs. Touchdown, New Orleans. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns for the Saints, who have dominated this opening quarter here in New Orleans. Extra point coming up to make it 14-0. In a breaking the fourth wall situation, the game definitely does throw the ball by default a bit too much close to the goal line, I think. I know that's more of a thing now than it was in the older days. So this isn't just an old man yelling at the cloud situation. I do realize that, but I still feel like you're on the one and you've got capable running backs. You've got to take 2 shots at hammering it home before you worry about throwing. We've seen a few big interceptions thrown in goal line situations over the last few weeks here in the FSFL. 7:21 left in the first quarter. A lot has happened in these first 7.5 minutes. It's 14-0 New Orleans. Bridgewater drops back. Drag route underneath. Muhsin Muhammad, 5 catches for 104 yards a week ago, reels this one in. It'll be 2nd and 4. Dumped off, pass complete. Not too much there. I believe that was Olsen, and it was. Catch actually loses a yard. It'll be 3rd and 5. Bridgewater, all sorts of time. Great protection. Great coverage, though. Pass ends up being incomplete. That'll bring up a 4th and 5, and the Panthers will have to punt it away. Terrific protection from a much maligned offensive line there for the Panthers. But great coverage down the field by the Saints secondary. Bridgewater still couldn't connect with anybody. And now the Saints will have it for the 3rd time. They've scored touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives. Brees drops back. Looks, floats one right-hand side, just overthrows his man. He was looking for Henderson. Josh Norman in coverage. Was there tight with him. And Brees ended up overthrowing it just a little bit. 2nd and 10, looks on the out route to the sideline. Pass is there, it's complete. No, that's not DJ Moore. DJ Moore is actually on the Panthers. Lance Moore? Am I remembering that correctly? Nice throw there from Brees. A little bit of toe drag, and we'll see if they review that. I believe that will stand as a catch, though. 1st and 10, 5.5 minutes left in the first quarter. I formation behind Brees. Handoff, up the middle. Mark Ingram picks up 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. Kuechly on the stop. Loaded backfield. It's a play action from Brees. Passes down the field, and he got lucky there. Henderson was nowhere near. He threw that, but he thought Henderson was going to hook it, and Henderson took off. No harm, no foul. It's 3rd and 6. Brees in the gun, stands in the pocket. Good protection there by the Saints. All sorts of time. Brees fires. He misses the mark. Getting rid of that one, looking for more. He and Kuechly exchanged pleasantries that actually did seem like pleasantries. Punting unit comes on 4th and 6. There's the punt. Angle towards the sideline. That's a beauty. Out of bounds at the 4. That's Morstead's the punter for the Saints, if I remember correctly. Bounces that one out at the 4-yard line, and Bridgewater and company will start it off inside their 5. Handoff up the middle, McCaffrey. Out to the 14, just shy of the marker. It'll be 2nd and inches. Handoff, McCaffrey. Hole gets plugged, but he does get the 1st down. Paul with the stop. But the Panthers do have a 1st down, and now they're going to lose yardage. That looked like it's a false start. And it is. That'll push them back 5. So after getting their first down, they go back 5 yards, slam it in reverse. It's 1st and 15. Handoff, McCaffrey gobbled up in the backfield. Terrific penetration from Pat Swilling, who buries McCaffrey. It'll be 2nd and 17 after the loss of 2. Man in motion. Pressure comes up the middle. Blitz is picked up. Bridgewater rolls right. Throws. It's incomplete. Bridgewater only 2 of 7 with an interception. To start this game, rough opening quarter for Bridgewater. 3rd and 17, 2:26 left in the opening frame. Bridgewater floats one down the left-hand side. He's got a man. It's complete. DJ Moore. I mentioned him before he was actually involved. He figured he may as well do something, and he reels in the 35-yard floater from Teddy Bridgewater. Beautiful pass from Bridgewater. Moore reels it in. He gets a step on Marshawn Lattimore. Reels it in. 1st down for the Panthers, who now get out of the shadow of their own end zone. 1st and 10 for Carolina. Handoff McCaffrey up the middle. Slithers his way for 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 49. Second and 5. Bridgewater. Pressure. Down he goes. Sack from Grant brings him down back at the 43. We talked about the pressure from this Saints pass rush against the weak Carolina offensive line, and Bridgewater pays a price for it there. They chased him earlier. This time they get him. Pass there, incomplete. He was looking for Moore again. That one misses the mark, and after the big completion to Moore, he's having some words with Lattimore there after that incomplete pass. The Panthers drive, fizzles out, and on comes the punt. Taken at the 15. Out across the 25 to the 28. 16 ticks left on the clock in the opening quarter. Handoff Rodgers. Rodgers out across the 30 to the 32. It'll be 2nd and 6. That should bring us to the end of quarter number 1, and it does. 14-0 New Orleans in the matchup for the NFC South division lead. It's been all New Orleans 15 minutes through. Second and 6, Brees in the shotgun. Brees looks out route, 1st down. Brees now 7 of 11 with a pair of touchdowns early in this one. Quinn Early, his first catch of the game, picks up 11. Handoff, Rodgers. Rodgers hurdles a defender, and Rodgers is off to the races. Down inside the 30, inside the 25. 69 yards rushing on 6 carries for Rodgers, who's broken a pair in the early going. Oh, what a juke move there. Jukes one defender. He gets around Coleman, jumps over Lucas, kind of in the same motion there. That's a nifty run from George Rodgers. 1st and 10 from the Carolina 24. Rodgers the lone setback. Play action. Brees stands in. Looking. Good protection. Burns drives his man back at him. Fired. Incomplete. And there's a flag on the play. It might be a hold. And it's not. It's an illegal touching call on Danny Abramowitz. It'll be 2nd and 10. Play action. Again, Brees, deep, left side, end zone. Big hit in the end zone. He can't hold on. Big shot there from Harris on Daveri Henderson. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Henderson had it in his hands, but Harris unloads to jar it loose before he could have possession. 3rd and 10. Brees getting all the time in the world. Great job by the Saints offensive line. But now there's good coverage down the field. Brees thinks about running it, steps back, throws, it's incomplete. And that will bring up 4th down. So 4th and 10, Rich Zarro will come on for the 41-yard field goal attempt. The snap, the kick, it is up, and it is good. So the Saints extend their lead. It's now 17-0. 12:59 left in the first half. Kickoff taken around the 7. Returned out across the 20 to the 24. First and 10. Bridgewater stands in, looks, hits Muhammad, complete. Muhammad tiptoes along the sideline, gets the first down, past the marker out to the 36. Second catch from Muhammad, who's in motion here. Bridgewater drops, throws over the middle, complete. 6-yard pickup to Olsen. It's 2nd and 4. Shotgun, handoff. McCaffrey slips through, bowls his way to the first down. Good run there from McCaffrey. 1st and 10. Chains will move. He's out to the 48 before Young can bring him down. Low snap, the handoff. Stewart with the carry, his 2nd of the game. Stewart had the first carry of the game. We hadn't seen him since. Picks up 1 there. Wayne Martin on the tackle for New Orleans. So a draw to McCaffrey, and the Saints don't fall for that one. Nothing doing for McCaffrey, and so Kohler is going to come out of this game. Panthers can ill afford to lose a lineman. Already, arguably the weakest unit on the team. 3rd and 9 from the 49. Bridgewater drops back. Pressure coming. Bridgewater rolls right, tries to get away from it. He's just going to have to throw it away. Incomplete. And the punting unit will come on again. Morstead punts it. It's inside the 20. It gets down to the 17. 6 carries, 69 yards for George Rogers. He's broken off a couple of good ones. Things have opened up. Brees has thrown the ball well, and the Saints are in full control here. 17-0. Stuff there. Ingram loses 2. 2nd and 12 from the 15. Handoff up the middle. Out to the 24. It's 3rd and 3. Pass complete for the first down. Got Child past the marker. 1st and 10 to the 28. Bradbury on the stop. Handoff, Rogers cuts it back, gets out across the 30. Second and 7, 7.5 minutes left. Out to the 34, Kuechly on the stop. It'll be 3rd and 4. Looks left-hand side, tipped away, incomplete. So once again, the Saints will have to punt. They've had to punt a couple of times. When you're up 17, you don't mind the occasional punt, though. Carolina's been unable to get anything going. Taken. Going to try for a return. It's only going to be a yard. Nothing there for Ishmael. Good coverage. .6:39 left in the half. Bridgewater in the shotgun. Stands in. Looks left-hand side. Shy of the marker. Reed takes a shot. Can't hold on. I mean, Moore, not Reed. Incomplete. It's 2nd and 10. Pitch. McCaffrey gets outside one tackler. Gets kind of picked by his own man a little bit there. That could have gotten a couple extra yards. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd and 7 as we get inside the 6-minute mark. Handoff, Stewart. Nothing doing. The Panthers play it conservatively there. And they will have to punt once more as Vaughn Johnson comes up with the stop. And you can see the body language on Teddy Bridgewater there. I don't think Bridgewater liked that call that came in from the sideline. Not wanting to play it that conservatively. Keeping their own end, they didn't want to go and chance anything. George Rogers continues to just rumble over the Carolina defense. 5:13 left in the first half, 17-0 Saints. They'll start from their 32 here. Brought down at the 30. It's 2nd and 12. Handoff Rogers. Once again, a good run from Rogers. He picks up 9. Just getting far too many good running lanes. And Rogers taking advantage of it. Movement on that one. Panthers say it was the Saints who moved. Officials agree, and instead of 3rd and inches, it'll be 3rd and 5. Brees stands in. Pressure coming. He looks over his line. Throws incomplete. So Brees just started off this game red hot. He's now down to 50%. He's 8 of 16. The Saints go 3 and out. Morstead will come on to punt. Fair catch called at the 15, and Bridgewater and the Panthers will try to get something going. They haven't been able to get McCaffrey rolling on the ground. They've really only had one pass of significance. A 35-yard strike from Bridgewater to Moore. And their drive petered out soon after that. Stewart looks for some room. There's nothing really there. He picks up a yard. It's 2nd and 9. 4 carries for -3 yards. So far for Jonathan Stewart. Bridgewater short drop. Looks right-hand side. Complete for a first down. Moore gets it past the marker out to the 26. Second catch of the game for Moore. Bridgewater, handoff. McCaffrey tries to get to the outside, and the Saints won't let him string it out. Grant, the first one to get to him. It's 2nd and 12. That'll take us down to the 2-minute warning. All New Orleans here at the Superdome. 17-0. Final 2 minutes of half number 1. Bridgewater drops. Looks. Good protection again. Pass over the middle. Complete. Down into New Orleans territory. Ishmael's first catch of the game. Carolina breaks onto the New Orleans side for the first time. 1.5 left in the half. Handoff McCaffrey. Nothing really there. It's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater looks right-hand side, past the marker and out of bounds, first down. Good one zipped in there from Bridgewater, who's now 8 of 16 on the game. That's Ishmael again. 2 catches on the day, both on this drive for Ishmael. Bridgewater, quick little drop. He finds Ishmael again, pickup of 8. Little connection going on here between Bridgewater and the Rockets. 2nd and 2, Waymer on the stop from the Saints 30. Bridgewater stands in, looks left side, and hits the Rocket Ishmael drive. Makes the catch down to the 15. Panthers use their first timeout. 4 catches for 61 yards on this drive for Ishmael. There's DJ Moore down inside the 10, close to the marker. 2nd and 1 from the 6. Panthers will use their second timeout. 33 seconds left in the first half. Panthers trying to get the 0 off the scoreboard before heading in for halftime. Floater, right-hand side. There's Ishmael again. So Rocket Ishmael takes over the drive here. At the end of the half, 5 catches, including a score. On the drive for the Rocket, Bridgewater hits him from 6 yards out, and the Panthers are on the board. Just a little timing out route there in the end zone. 31 seconds left on the clock. Extra point coming. It is up, and it is good. 10 plays, 85 yards, and 3:14. So the Panthers give themselves a little something to build off before heading into the tunnel. 31 seconds left in the half. It's now 17-7 New Orleans. Kickoff there is taken at the 2. Out across the 20. That's where he stopped. So George Rogers, 94 yards rushing in this first half. We'll see how aggressively Sean Payton's Saints play this. 27 seconds left. They're starting from their own 20. They are going to throw. Brees, left-hand side. Pass complete out across the 30. Out to the 31. We'll see if they elect to stop the clock, and it doesn't appear as though they will. Although they are apparently going to run another play before the clock sounds. Hand off Rodgers. A little bit of silly Madden clock management there. No problem with them not trying to push it down the field, but if you're not trying to push it down the field, passing on the first play there doesn't make any sense. And certainly after you pass, if you're not going to stop the clock, running another play doesn't make any sense either. So we head into the tunnel here in New Orleans, 17-7, Saints over Carolina. The next game on the channel will be the final game of the Week 14 slate, Broncos and Chargers from San Diego, both at 7-5. That division, everybody in that division is over 500, led by the Raiders with the best record in football at 11-2, despite their loss this week against the Vikings. Nice little Madden schedule map glitch thing here at halftime. We know and love that. It always seems to involve the Bears. Bears actually fell to the Lions this week in a matchup of 2 of the league's worst teams. George Rogers and the Saints running all over the Panthers, but the Panthers strike late to get on the board. We'll get ready for the second half here in New Orleans. 17-7 the score. Here's the kickoff. Saints receive. Taken at the 1. Out across the 15, out across the 20, out across the 25. And Brees and company will get back to work to start the second half. So Saints will open up from their own 26-yard line here. Brees in the shotgun. Stands in, looks to the right-hand side. Pass falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. Panthers know if they can get a good stand here on this opening drive, get decent field position, and come back down the field, even if it's just for a field goal, they'll be right back in the thick of this game. Brees drops back, looks at the short pass. Not able to be held on to. Kuechly with the hit. It'll be 3rd and 10. Abramowitz in motion. Stands back. Brees over the middle. Complete to Barry Henderson. Out just shy of the 40. It'll be a first down, though, past the marker. 1st and 10. 3rd catch of the game for Henderson. And the chains will move for the Saints. First and 10. Swung wide, incomplete. Brees takes a shot as he gets rid of it. Kuechly gets in on him. Brees gets up, wincing a little bit. Brushes off any assistance from the sideline, however. It'll be 2nd and 10. Handoff, there's Rodgers. Tries to find a hole, none develops. Rodgers now 99 yards on the ground on the day. 3rd and 7 from the 43. Goes into the shotgun, 4 wide. There's the snap. Brees looks in. Looks in, he feels the pocket collapsing around him a bit. Fires it. Oh, big hit. 2nd one from Harris. There was one in the end zone earlier as well. Jars the ball loose. Big hit from Harris. And the punting unit comes on. Thomas Morstead lets this one fly. It'll bounce 1 hop into the end zone. And the Panthers will start from their 20. So they didn't get great field position there. But they will get the ball back. They do hold the Saints to the punt. And now the Panthers will see what they can do on their first drive of the second half. Shotgun for Bridgewater. Delay handoff. McCaffrey up the middle. Not too much there. He'll pick up a yard. 12 carries, only 25 yards for Christian McCaffrey. Saints defense has come to play. Panthers did have a very good drive on their last one for the touchdown to close out the first half. McCaffrey there, good run. There's a flag down. He's out near the 35.
Illegal block in the back.
And it's an illegal block in the back call on DJ Moore. So that's going to come back. Instead, it'll be 2nd and 5. Bridgewater pass left side. Olsen has it, and he takes a shot. Pat Swilling in the coverage. Jolts Olsen. He can't hold on to it. It'll be 3rd and 5 from the 25. Shotgun Bridgewater. Right side complete. Ishmael out across the 40. Ishmael didn't do anything until that last drive of the first half. And then it was the Rocket Ishmael show. He's now got 6 catches for 84 yards on the day. They found a little something they like with Ishmael working against Dave Waymer. Bridgewater in the gun. Pass over the middle, incomplete. That was almost picked off by Vaughn Johnson. Dangerous pass there, especially because it would have been for so few yards. 2nd and 10 from the 41. Bridgewater drops. Puts it out in the flat to McCaffrey. Tries to stiff arm, but he's wrestled down nicely by Waymer. Out to the midfield stripe. First catch for McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 8. It'll be 3rd and 2. Handoff. McCaffrey goes off tackle. He's got the first down. He'll pick up a couple. 1st and 10. Into New Orleans territory down to the 47. In motion. Fake the jet sweep. They give it to McCaffrey up the middle. He'll pick up 4. 2nd and 6 down to the 43. A little pushing after the play. McCaffrey, and I'm not sure, I believe that was Marshawn Lattimore. 2nd and 6. McCaffrey the lone setback. 3-step drop from Bridgewater. Swings it out to Olsen on the out route. A little tight end, kind of a screen more or less. Gets them to 3rd and 2. From the 39, Sandy Knight on the stop for New Orleans. Handoff McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more. Down inside the 30. So McCaffrey bottled up in the first half, having himself a good drive here on the Panthers' opening drive of the second half. Just inside the 30-yard line. Play action. Stands in, pressure from the weak side, and down he goes. Sammy Knight with the defensive back blitz brings him down for a loss of 6. Down goes Bridgewater. Second sack of the game for New Orleans. It'll be 2nd and 16. 2 tight ends set. Fake to McCaffrey. Bridgewater's going for it all here in the end zone. Touchdown. DJ Moore from Teddy Bridgewater for the score, and the Panthers are going to draw within 3. 36-yard strike from Bridgewater to Moore. And the Panthers' comeback is on. They trailed 17-0. They scored a touchdown on their last drive in the final minute of the first half. And now they score on their first drive of the second half. Joey Sly comes on, puts the extra point through. And now New Orleans' lead is cut to 17-14, and there's a nervous energy here in the Superdome. Kickoff there, taken at the 2. Push out across the 20 to the 23. 7:22 remaining in quarter 3. And you see George Rogers. He's had a fine day. 13 carries, 99 yards. He broke a couple of good runs in that opening half. Four wide here on first down. Handoff Rogers. Pulls his way out past the 30. 2nd and 2 coming up. Snap, freeze, handoff. Rogers, off tackle, first down and more. Picks up a few extra. Rogers now up to 115 on the day. Keelan Coleman with the stop, but it's first down, change move for New Orleans. Words being exchanged, no shock between these division rivals. Brees changes things up. Delay handoff, up the middle, bouncing off one tackler. Deuce McAllister gets his first carry of the game. He picks up 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. Mark Ingram has had a few carries. That's the first time we've seen McAllister. 2nd and 2 from the 47. Inside 6 minutes left in quarter number 3. Brees drops back, pressure up the middle, and that ball is loose. That ball is loose, and that's absolutely a fumble, and it's going to be run back. Panthers take the lead. Brenston Buckner, who checked out with an injury earlier, apparently the leg is well enough to run in the fumble for the score. Touchdown Panthers, and it has all fallen apart. Short with the sack, Buckner picks it up and brings it in. And the Carolina Panthers have stormed all the way back with a defensive touchdown to take the lead. 5:46 left in the third. 21 unanswered points from Carolina. It's 21-17 Panthers. Talk about the worm turning. The Saints dominated this game early. But it has been all Carolina since a couple minutes left in that first half. 5:42 left in the third. Brees will try to shake off the fumble. Both teams have turned it over once. Brees in the gun. Looks, short pass. Can't be held on to. It's incomplete. Brees again started hot. Threw 2 touchdowns. Completed virtually all of his 10 passes. He's now 10 of 23. Panthers defense, again, such a strong suit for them this season, has stepped up as this game has gone on. Handoff. Ingram picks up a couple. It's 3rd and 8. stands in, floats one deep down the left-hand side. It's tipped away. Oh, good play there. Believe that's Bradbury with the deflection intended for DeVary Henderson. And Thomas Morstead is going to come on to punt. The Saints go 3 and out. The entire complexion of this game has changed. Again, the winner of this will take over the division lead in the NFC South. There you see DJ Moore, 4 catches for 90 yards and a touchdown. Amazing how this game is flipped. 4:49 left in the third. Handoff. Stewart picks up a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up from the 30. Vaughn Johnson on the stop for New Orleans. Bridgewater in the shotgun. He gives it to McCaffrey. He's met, stood up, and driven to the ground. He only picks up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 8. All with the stop. So despite the 3rd and long, it's a 2 tight end set here for the Panthers. Bridgewater drops. Still looking. Pressure coming. Bridgewater rolls out left. Now goes and throws over the middle. Complete. Nice play. Teddy Bridgewater under pressure finds his man down to the New Orleans 41-yard line. Bridgewater gets flushed out of the pocket. Gets that one into Tremble. First and 10. Panthers down at the Saints 41. Looking deep down the left-hand side. Incomplete. Bridgewater slightly overthrew that one. 2nd and 10 from the 41. Handoff. Hall meets McCaffrey. No gain there. Two carries, 28 pass plays for John Fox's Carolina Panthers to this point. Usually run it a little bit more than that. Pass there is complete. First down inside the 30. Bridgewater spreading it around a little bit. Thomas with the catch there. That's his first catch of the game. It's a 14-yard pickup. Down to the New Orleans 28. Delay and then a play action. Over the middle, incomplete. There's a flag thrown, however. And they're going to call pass interference. Pass interference called on Marshawn Lattimore. And that will give the Panthers first down at the 13. And it is unraveling here for New Orleans. McCaffrey up the middle. Bounces off one, then is brought down. Picks up 3, 2nd and 7. Hard count from Bridgewater. Nobody bites. Gives to McCaffrey. McCaffrey's got a hole. First down yardage. It'll be 1st and goal from the 3. See a much better version of Christian McCaffrey in this second half. Much better version of the Panthers in the second half. 1st and goal as the clock ticks down to 30 seconds left in quarter number 3. Stewart gets the pitch. Tries to get wide. He's chased down. Nicely done. To wrestle him to the ground by Winston. 2nd and goal. See if they run one more play before the 3rd quarter runs out. I formation as the clock ticks. And it's going to run out on the 3rd quarter. So we head to quarter number 4. 21-17 Panthers, who have stormed all the way back. And threatening to now extend their newfound lead. Motion there. We'll see. Did the Saints jump or were they drawn? That's going to be a false start on Carolina. Bad spot for that one. Terry gets hit with the call. It'll push them back to the 11. Second and goal, McCaffrey, not too much there. He's only able to pick up a yard. 20 carries, but only 53 yards for McCaffrey at this point. Bridgewater, pressure coming from the weak side. He's going to throw that one away. So Bridgewater errs on the side of caution. Instead of trying to force it in, they'll take the 27-yard field goal attempt and try to make this a 7-point game. The snap, the kick. It's up and good. So Sly puts it through. The Panthers come down the field. It is now 24 unanswered points for Carolina as they've taken a 24-17 lead. Push out across the 25. Hand off Rodgers out across the 30. Second and 5. Brees. Pass. Out past the first down. Lance Moore with the grab. Lucas on the stop. First and 10. Chains move. Brees drops back, and he's going to go down. Harris, who's had 2 jolting hits in the secondary, comes through with the defensive back blitz. Brings Brees down for the sack for the Panthers. Second sack for Carolina. Now there's a flag down on the 2nd and 18, and that's going to be a false start to push them back further. So now it's 2nd and 23 for New Orleans from their 24-yard line. Shotgun. Handoff, and the Panthers don't fall for that one at all. Figured they'd try to go and run and get a chunk of it. McAllister gets hammered. 3rd and 25 for the Saints. Shotgun. Brees. Brees backing up, collapsing around him. Now he steps up, still feels the pressure coming. He's hit, and down he goes. Gross Matos with the sack, 3rd sack for Carolina, 2nd on this drive, and the Saints will be forced to punt. It has all gone wrong since halftime for New Orleans. 24-17 Carolina in a game that with 2 minutes left in the first half, the Saints led 17-0. Teddy Bridgewater has done a fine job for Carolina. Drops back, pass over the middle, diving grab complete. Muhsin Muhammad reels that one in. Bridgewater now 19 of 31 on the game. Muhammad lays out, reels it in. 1st and 10 from the 48. Handoff, McCaffrey. Chased down from behind by Willis Paul. Nice job. Only picks up a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 47. Still just a one-score game, of course, but the Saints have to get this ship righted quickly. Handoff, McCaffrey finds a hole, 1st down and more. Jukes the defender down inside the 30. Fights through traffic inside the 25. Matt Campbell on the line. Looks like he's being escorted off. Not a good thing for Carolina on the whole. That line, much maligned during the course of the season, has done a solid job today. Good run there from McCaffrey, who's had a fine second half after being stopped in his tracks for most of the first half. Bridgewater's pass is incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up from the New Orleans 24. Quick little slant. DJ Moore down inside the 20, down to the 16. Third and 2. Bridgewater looking. End zone. Incomplete. Threw it where only his guy could possibly have reached it, but he couldn't reach it either. Olsen unable to get there. So 4th and 2, and they're going to go for it from the 16. The Panthers are trying to drop the hammer here. They look for the end zone. It's tipped away and incomplete. Oh, my goodness. I've got this game playing so well right now with all the adjustments that I've made, and I'm loving just about every part of it. But a play like that clock management issue, is what made me, when I went through that stretch where I was calling the plays for both teams, I know that added like a half hour to each broadcast. You have a chance to make it a 2-score game from there. You take the 3 points. I know you can drop the hammer and really do something if you can keep this drive going and prolong it. You take the 3 points there and make it a 2-score game. But alas, that is not what John Fox and company did. 2nd and 2. Handoff. Rodgers out across the 30. Past the 35, out to the 39. 135 yards rushing now for George Rodgers. And the Saints build momentum off the stoppage of the drive. Coming up on 7 minutes. Shotgun, slant, complete. Abramowitz into Carolina territory down to the 45. First and 10 for New Orleans. Brees drops, pass, down inside the 30 to the 28. First and 10 coming up. So the Saints moving the ball down, matriculating the ball down the field, in the words of Hank Stram. First and 10 down to the 28. Rodgers the lone setback, play action. Brees fires over the middle, incomplete, knocked away. 2nd and 10, 5:47 left on the clock. Play action. Brees looks, end zone, touchdown Saints. Daveri Henderson reels it in the back of the end zone. We'll see if it's going to get reviewed. In full speed, I thought that was a good catch. He was near the back. The throw from Brees on the money. I think that's a good catch, but we'll see. Was that left foot off the ground when he pulled it in? There is not going to be a review, or they already looked at it and declared it's good. Extra point coming up. So the Panthers' decision to not go for the field goal, to make it a 2-score game, blows up in their face. They're stopped. The Saints come down the field, and we're tied 24-24. 5:42 left in Louisiana. Cesaro's kick taken at the 8. Out across the 20 to the 22-yard line. Play action. Bridgewater going deep, right-hand side. It's up, and it's tipped away. Waymer in coverage there. He's gotten beat a couple times in this one. But that time he knocks it away. 2nd and 10 from the 22. Handoff. McCaffrey brought down. Good job there. Vaughn Johnson breaks through. 3rd and 10. Clock ticks. We're inside 5 minutes left. Bridgewater drops back. Pressure coming, collapsing around him. His pass, and Bridgewater's intercepted. Intercepted by Myers. Oh, my goodness. The Saints led this game 17-0. The Panthers scored 24 unanswered points. The Panthers then had a chance to make it a 10-point game deep in New Orleans territory. They went for it on 4th and 2 to try to drop the hammer, but were stuffed. The Saints came right down the field. They scored to tie the game, and now they have picked off Teddy Bridgewater at the Carolina 34. Rodgers up the middle, inside the 30, down to the 25. 8-yard pickup as George Rodgers continues to rumble along. A little bit slow getting to his feet. Rodgers checks out as we come up on 4 minutes remaining in the game. Play action. Brees stands in the pocket, looks. End zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brees to Henry Childs, his tight end. Childs' second touchdown reception of the game. And the Saints, who seemed on the brink of blowing this game, have reclaimed the lead, pending the extra point, 31-24 here at the Superdome. Zarro with the kick. It is up, and it is good. So 4 minutes on the dot, on the clock. And perfect example of how one bad coaching decision can undo everything. John Fox, if the Panthers fail to come back in this one, John Fox is going to have some questions to answer postgame. Handoff, McCaffrey brought down, loses a yard, 2nd and 11, and the Saints have clearly taken all the momentum back in this game. They forced the 6th most turnovers in the league entering today. They forced 2 from Carolina in this one. 2nd and 11. McCaffrey gets to the outside, out across the 30, out across the 35, breaks a tackle, gets out to the 40. Good run by McCaffrey. He's got 91 yards now on the game. 1st and 10 as we get inside the 3-minute mark. Bridgewater drops, short drop. Slant over the middle, incomplete. All over Olsen, over the middle. 2nd and 10 from the 40. Bridgewater drops, dumps it. Olsen jukes the defender. He's got a little bit of room, fights his way. Greg Olsen into New Orleans territory and past the 1st down marker. 4th catch for Olsen, 1st and 10. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 31-24 New Orleans in what has been a fun one here at the Superdome. The Panthers trying to not have blown a terrific comeback. Bridgewater looks, right-hand side, incomplete. Intended for Ishmael. He's jolted by Brett Maxey, who has an interception in this game. He had the first of the 2 picks thrown by Bridgewater. Shotgun, Bridgewater looks, right-hand side, slant. There's Ishmael down inside the 35 to the 34. 22 of 41 now for Bridgewater. 7 catches, 99 yards for the Rocket. Almost all of those came on the touchdown drive ending the first half. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Shotgun, Bridgewater looks. Right-hand side, pass off target. It's incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. Bridgewater looks over the middle, complete. 1st down and more. Muhsin Muhammad down inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal coming up for Carolina, who are not willing to let this one slip away from them. Neither team takes a timeout. Bridgewater in the gun. Stands in, looks, incomplete. Second and goal. Bridgewater, slant, unsuccessful, tapped away. 3rd and goal. 48 seconds remaining in the game. Bridgewater drops. Shanes with good coverage. Bridgewater rolls left, pivots, throws out of the back of the end zone, and it's going to come down to this. 4th and goal from the 7. 42 seconds remaining. Bridgewater in the gun. He does have McCaffrey to his right. Drops, looks, corner of the end zone, touchdown, DJ Moore. Bridgewater finds him and Moore halfway into the stands here at the Superdome. Almost going down the tunnel there. Reels it in for the score. Right, left, that looks like that'll be a good catch. We'll see if they review it. But I think that is good. Zorro comes on for the extra point. It is up, and it is good. 31-31, 12 plays, 74 yards for the Panthers. We are tied. 38 seconds remaining here in New Orleans. Bush brings it out, stops at the 30. 33 seconds left. There you see George Rogers, 143 yards on the ground for him on the day. See how aggressively New Orleans plays it. Both teams do have all 3 timeouts. Brees, Henderson, drag route across the middle. Pickup of 8. Saints use a timeout. Cesaro fairly accurate, but not a great leg. Brees, pass, intercepted. Brees is picked off by Dan Morgan. Down inside the 35. Morgan picks off Brees. Back to the New Orleans 34. 20 seconds left. Dan Morgan intercepts Drew Brees, who has been so good this season. Intended for Rodgers to pass a little bit behind him. And Morgan intercepts. Joey Sly kicking into a net on the sideline for Carolina. It would be a 51-yard attempt from here. Both teams have turned it over twice. Handoff, McCaffrey looks for an opening. Nothing there. Carolina takes their first timeout. 2nd and 8 coming up. They give it to McCaffrey. McCaffrey gets to the outside. Inside the 20, inside the 15, knocked out of bounds at the 12. Christian McCaffrey. Driven out of bounds, 11 seconds left, and the Panthers are not going to chance it. Saints call a timeout to ice them. Again, a little bit of questionable Madden clock management. I think you'd probably run one more running play here. You've got the timeout, so there's no danger of the clock running out. But Sly puts the kick up and good. 28-yard field goal from Joey Sly. And the Panthers, after the Drew Brees interception with 20 seconds remaining, the Panthers reclaim the lead 34-31. Reggie Bush out across the 25. Looks for some room. He gets out across the 30. 4 seconds left, and all that's left here is a Hail Mary attempt from Drew Brees. Drops back. No, they go underneath, and he's not going to get out of bounds in time. They were loaded on the side, and I don't know if they thought they were going to make a pass there and set up a lateral or something. But it doesn't work, and the Panthers, who trailed 17-0, retook the lead 24-17, blew that lead to fall down 31-24, end up with the victory, and the Carolina Panthers, among the surprising teams in the league, have taken over first place in the NFC South as they improve to 8-5. What a game. Oh my goodness. Bridgewater goes over the 300-yard mark, throws 3 touchdowns. Brees throws 4 touchdowns, 249 yards. We'll check out the team stats first, and then we'll go through everything. Plenty of offense. George Rogers, a huge day on the ground for New Orleans. Christian McCaffrey had a great second half. He was largely nullified in the first half. Both quarterbacks throw 2 picks. Carolina dominates the possession stats there. Bridgewater, 24 of 47 for 335, 3 touchdowns and 2 picks. Drew Brees, 18 of 34 for 249, 4 touchdowns, but the 1 pick, but it was costly, setting up the game-winning field goal for Carolina. McCaffrey, 27 for 113, Rodgers, 18 for 143 on the ground. In the air, DJ Moore, 6 catches, 105 yards and 2 touchdowns. Henry Childs and DeVary Henderson each caught a pair of touchdowns from Brees. For New Orleans, Rocket Ismail, 7 catches for 99 yards and a touchdown. For the Carolina Panthers on the defensive end, leading tacklers, Luke Kuechly, per usual, leads Carolina with 13. Willis Paul had 12. Kuechly and Swilling and Paul, all 3 tackles for a loss. On the sacks front for the Saints, Charles Grant and Sammy Knight had sacks there for New Orleans. Yetur Gross-Matos, Koan Short, and Chris Harris, the 3 sacks for the Panthers. So that'll do it from New Orleans. Still plenty of season left, but Panthers now control their own destiny as they have taken over the division lead. Wild one here in New Orleans. I greatly appreciate you joining me as always. Bang that like button if you haven't as of yet. Subscribe if you haven't as of yet. And most importantly, be good to each other. And we'll talk soon. The Panthers take down the Saints in a wild one in New Orleans.